The fate of the universe lies on your shoulders. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Because that will set off the bomb immediately, and we'll all be dead.
I'm Groot.
Uh-huh.
I'm Groot.
No!
Make some noise! And the champion, reigning that is.
You are now listening to
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all across this poison world.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Freeman. Welcome back to Joshua vs. the Movies, where we react, review, and go against all your favorite movies. Today, the movie I'll be going against, standing in the purple corner, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Volume 2 is directed by James Gunn also, and it came out in 2017, 3 years after the first movie, and continues with the Guardians' journey as they come in contact with Peter's dad. Volume 2 is met with positive reviews, but it wasn't as good as the first movie. Nevertheless, it still goes on a scale. The visuals and the stunts will serve the same purpose as the first movie, and the genre of the movie will be action. If you guys have any questions on the scoring template, it will be in the description below. But I think we're all set, so without further ado, let's get to the review.
Fight!
Round 1.
Finishing this so we can listen to tunes while we work.
How is that a priority?
Blame Quill! He's the one who loves music so much!
No, I actually agree with Drax on this. That's hardly important right now.
Groot, get out of the way! You're gonna get hurt! Hi!
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. Fun fact, I didn't really like this intro the first time I saw it. But not because it was bad, it was mainly because it was just like the first movie, but the first movie did it better. But even if that is true, it might not be true to everyone. And Groot is just too cute right here for the movie not to win the round.
Fight!
Round 2.
I understand she is your sister.
She's worth no more to me than the bounty due for her on Xandar.
Do with her as you please.
You're telling me you want to buy some batteries?
This is weird. We've got a sovereign fleet approaching from the rear.
Why would they do that?
Probably because Rocket stole some of their batteries.
Dude!
Right. He didn't steal some of those. I don't know why they're after us. What a mystery this is.
What were you thinking?
Dude, they were really easy to steal.
That's your defense?
Come on!
More incoming! Good! I want to kill some guys!
We're not killing anyone. All those ships are remotely piloted. Damn it!
We hired them and they steal from us. It is heresy of the highest order.
Fine. What's the intent to kill?
What were they doing it before?
What's the nearest habitable planet?
It's called Bearheart.
How many jumps?
Only one, but the access point is 47 clicks away. And you have to go through that quantum asteroid field.
Quill, to make it through that, you'd have to be the greatest pilot in the universe.
Lucky for us.
What are you doing?
I've been flying this rig since I was 10 years old.
I was cybernetically engineered to pilot a spacecraft.
I was cybernetically engineered to be a douchebag.
Stop it.
Son of a...
Dude, seriously.
Hey, let me... Well, that's what you get when Quill flies.
Our weapons are down.
15 clicks to the jump!
Die,
Someone destroyed all our ships!
Jump point, go, go!
It's a guy.
Oh my god, he's still out there?
Prepare for a really bad landing!
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. This space chase is brought to you by Unfucking Believable. You're telling me that they was arguing about who will fly the spaceship and still not get destroyed by all the sovereign spaceships until the end?
Fight!
Round 3.
Pathetic. First, Quill betrays us, and Yondu just lets him go scot-free. Seems he's going soft.
If he's so soft, why you whispering for?
You know I'm right, Cracker.
Yondu Donta, I have a proposition for you.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. I'm not upset with the crew second guessing Yondu. They did a little bit of that in the first movie. I will say that the Sovereign seeking Yondu to hunt Quill is kind of over the top, especially over some batteries that was really never explained in the movie. But I guess the movie had to find a way to bring Yondu and Quill back together.
Fight!
Round 4.
I hired Yondu to pick you up when your mother passed away. But instead of returning you, Yondu kept you. I have no clue as to why. Well, I've been trying to track you down ever since.
I thought Yondu was your father.
What? We've been together this whole time. You thought Yondu was my actual blood relative?
You look exactly alike.
One's blue! Even where I reside, out past the edge of what's known, we've heard tell about the man they call Star-Lord. What say we head out there right now? Your associates are welcome. And there, I can explain your very special heritage. Finally get to be the father I've always wanted to be.
I am Mantis,
What are you doing?
smiling. I hear it is the thing to do to make people like you.
And what if you do it like that?
Oh, can I pet your puppy? It is adorable.
Yes. That is called a
Practical joke.
I liked it very much.
I just made it up.
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. Goodness gracious. Who would have thought that Dave Bautista would be the best thing about this movie? So that point is for him. As for a lot of the actors in the movie though, they don't quite have the same impact as they did in the first movie. Nebula having a big role in the character development of Yondu wasn't bad, but Drax was definitely the standout in the movie. Kurt Russell didn't really add much as ego, and Sylvester Stallone was barely in the movie. So with that, the movie earns a 0.9 out of 1.0 for actors and acting.
Fight!
Round 5.
We got ourselves a pretty good little gig here. This golden gal offered us a large sum to deliver you and your pals over to her because she wants to kill y'all.
Your friend. There's too many of them. He needs my help.
I tell you, it was pretty easy to find you. I put a tracer on your ship back there during the war over Xandar.
And I'll tell you where the batteries are.
Lucky for you, my word don't mean squat. Otherwise, I'd actually hand you over.
Otherwise you what?
Well, the point is, we ain't stupid enough to help kill the Guardians of the Galaxy. The whole dang Nova Corps be on us.
I just gotta say it this one time, Captain. No matter how many times Quill betrays you, you protect him.
Take it easy, Craig.
Damn straight, lad. He's gone soft. Suppose it's time for a change in leadership.
Well, hello, boys.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. First of all, Quill's spaceship was destroyed during that battle.
We tried to keep it as close to the original as possible. Salvaged as much as we could.
So no, unless you're telling me they salvaged the part with the tracker on it. But most importantly, why are the Ravagers discussing this now? Oh, it's so Nebula and Yondu could basically switch places in the movie.
Fight!
Round 6.
Over the millions and millions of years of my existence, I've made many mistakes, Peter. But you're not one of them. There's so much that I need to teach you about this planet and the light within. They are a part of you, Peter. Here. Hold them like that. Take your brain to the center of this planet.
Yes! Yes! Whoa!
Yes, do it. Bring it back.
Yes!
You're home. Peter.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. It's wild how he does that shit on the first try. But pretty much everything in this movie you can see coming based on the dialogue. Peter always mentioned he wanted to play catch with his dad, and now he's playing catch with his dad. The Ravagers foreshadow Yondu's death, and that happens. And it's obvious Peter's dad is the villain here, as the only other plot is about the Sovereign hunting down the crew. Which really seems pointless, by the way. When it comes to the directing by James Gunn, it isn't as great as the first movie, but it is still pretty good. It just seemed like there was too many interconnected parts in Volume 2, making it a less than appealing sequel. So with that, the movie earns a 0.7 out of 1.0 for directing.
Fight!
Round 7.
He's got it! Yondu's got the spear!
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right there. Even though at least one of the Ravagers could have shot Yondu before he killed everyone, the scene is still pretty cool with the arrow. Also, just like the first movie, the visuals and the stunts are really good. From the de-aging technology with Kurt Russell to the visuals during the battle scenes. So with that, the movie earns a 0.5 out of 0.5 for visuals and stunts. As for the music and the score, it's not as impactful as it was in the first movie, but the music that is added is put in great spots. Like the scene here with Yondu's arrow. So with that, the movie earns a 0.1 out of 0.2 for music and score.
Fight!
Round 8.
I win. I bested you in combat.
No, I saved your life.
Well, you were stupid enough to let me live.
Yes.
You were the one who wanted to win, and I just wanted a sister. You were all I had. You were the one who needed to win. Thanos pulled my eye from my head and my brain from my skull because of you.
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. I gotta say, I like more Nebula in this movie. And another good thing about the movie, aside from Dave Bautista, is the added backstory between Nebula and Gamora.
Fight!
Round 9.
I need to fulfill life's one true purpose. To grow and spread, covering all that exists until everything is me. A single Celestial doesn't have enough power for such an enterprise. But 2 Celestials, well now, that just might do. The most beguiling was attempting to graft my DNA with that of another species. I had Yondu deliver some of them to me. It broke the Ravager code, but I compensated him generously. Not one of them carried the Celestial genes. Out of all my spawn, only you carried the connection to the light. First time in my existence, I am truly not alone! Now.
But my mother... You said you loved my mother.
And that I did. It broke my heart to put that tumor in her head.
What?
No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
You killed my mother!
I tried so hard to find the form that best suited you. You really need to grow up. I wanted to do this together. But I suppose you'll have to learn by spending the next 1,000 years as a battery.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. If you really think about it, if Kurt Russell would have never said anything, or if Mantis would have spoke up earlier, they could have avoided this 3rd act.
Fight!
Final round, round 10.
I told you, I don't want to do this alone. Why are you destroying our chance? What greater meaning can life possibly have to offer?
I don't use my head to fly the arrow, boy. I use my heart.
You shouldn't have killed my mom.
You'll be just like everybody else.
What's so wrong with that?
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. I'm damn lucky you, my boy.
What?
Yondu, what are you doing? You can't. Yondu! No! Oh! Oh, come! No!
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. I just find it hard to believe that they basically beat a god.
Small G, son.
after Peter just basically found out about his powers the day before. As for the action, the first movie did have a spaceship battle scene, but all of the action wasn't that. Most of the action in the sequel dealt with a spaceship battle or a chase, which really means it was mainly CGI. The Peter and Ego battle was okay, but I still find it hard that Peter was able to beat Ego even after he just discovered his powers. So with that, the movie earns a 0.3 out of 0.5 for action. So there you guys have it. That's my match against Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It turns out the sequel isn't as good as the original, as I end up winning this one. We're not done yet though. Let's go check out the final numbers. Okay, so when it comes to the final numbers, we have everything except for the editing and the plot of the story. There were no problems in terms of the editing, so that'll remain a 0.3 out of 0.3. As for the plot and the story, it fails in comparison to the first movie, as the Sovereign hunted down the Guardians the entire movie over some batteries that never had any real explanation to begin with doesn't really help the movie. Also, the inclusion of Quill's father was inevitable, but it was also obvious that he was the villain in the movie. The story does have the character development of Nebula and Yondu, which helps the story, but it doesn't forgive the movie as it seems it still has too many moving parts. So with that, the movie earns a 0.7 out of 1.0 for plot and story. So now that we have the numbers, let's add them up. So the movie ends up with a 3.5 out of 4.5, and that's going to give it a B++ rating. So there you guys have it. That's my movie review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and also let me know what you think of the ranking. Next week, the squad returns as I look at Age of Ultron. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. the Movies. I'm going to see you guys in the next match.